What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Afan, and today we'll be watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, episode 12 in the book 3 known as Fire. The Firebending Masters is the name of this episode. By the way, before we get into the episode, if you want to see the full-length reaction, link in the description to my Patreon. That's where it's available. The movies that I upload are available earlier on Patreon as well. So yeah, check all that good stuff out. Anyways, back to the episode. Last episode was a very interesting episode. It was a very good one that I've been calling out for a very long time. Not exactly like that though. I thought it was going to be Iroh who's going to be his master, but it's Zuko instead of Iroh. We actually don't even know where Iroh is. So who knows where Iroh is? He did break out of the prison. We know that much. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this is going to go. I mean, Zuko have now joined the gang. Two A's. And he's going to be, you know, Iroh. I mean, Aang's. What am I saying? Can I? He's going to be Aang's Iroh is what I just said. He's going to be Aang's Firebending Master. In other words, Aang's Iroh. Oh, I'm stupid. The whole gang was a bit protective of Aang and were a bit cautious with Zuko, which to me makes perfect sense. You should be. Zuko is the enemy. You don't go just accepting the enemy like that. That's not something you do. Some people said, well, you know, he offered himself as a prisoner as well. That should show that he's serious. Well, sure, but Azula offered up herself as a prisoner as well, if you remember. That doesn't really mean anything. Although I do think they should have taken him the prisoner the first time when he offered himself. But that's because we know, we the viewer know that he's now good. Or at least it looks like he's good. So we are a bit like upset at the gang, like, come on, accept him. But why should they? You know, they have so many reasons not to accept him. And they have every right to be vigilant, to be careful, and I like that. They shouldn't just blindly accept someone, especially someone who's been hunting them down pretty much their entire life. I mean, Aang's, well, after he his entire life after he comes out of the iceberg at least. Katara being threatening at the end, or threatening Zuko at the end, I thought that made perfect sense too. A couple of people said that it was a bit out of her character, but I think it's in line with her character. I don't think it's out of character as well. Your point is that she's a very caring person, which she is, and because of that, she shouldn't be threatening to kill someone. But I think because she's a caring person, she should be threatening someone who is threatening the people she cares about. There are different forms of care. That's one of them. Being protective of your people, your family, your friends, your whatever, right? So I thought it made sense. I mean, I kind of, I guess, understand that you don't really see Katara as the aggressive one or the aggressor. So I get that, but it's just, I mean, if you're going to use the caring, you know, thing, that she's a very caring person, so she wouldn't say something like this, I'll have to disagree there. I mean, it's because she's caring, she's saying this. If she wasn't a caring person, she wouldn't have said this. Also, another thing we have to keep in mind is, it's one thing when someone makes a threat, it's a whole nother when they actually follow through with it. Who knows if Katara's actually going to do that when it actually comes down to it. So that's another thing to keep in mind as well, is words and actions are not the same. So basically what I'm saying is I understand all your perspectives, whether you agree or disagree. I like that. That's why I read all the comments, pretty much every single comment I read, because I like listening to you guys. I like hearing your opinions, whether you agree or disagree. But other than that, nothing really happened. Combustion Man died. Oh yeah, Combustion Man died. I think. I mean, he exploded and his legs like went in all direction, like legs and arms, and you know, the robotic stuff. So he's pretty much dead. I think so. I don't know how you survive that. But then again, he is Combustion Man. He is literally shooting. Well, I don't know. Well, he's combusting. I don't know what he's doing. So, you know, he could survive. Who knows? Maybe they can put him back together. That's all I have to say. I'm very excited to see Zuko joining the gang. And I'm also very excited to see how they're going to handle this new dynamic, you know. Zuko is a very stubborn person. Much like Toph, actually, but but there's a difference, you know. Toph is a little... I don't know how to say this. I mean, I think you know what I mean when I say they're the same, but they're different. I think Zuko is a bit more angry, whereas Toph can be angry too. But it's different. I don't know how to explain that one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to how they're gonna handle Zuko, because Zuko is one that, you know, explodes quite easily, literally. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get into the episode. Ooh, that's a different kind of intro.
It'll chew you up and spit you out like an angry Komodo rhino.
See what I mean? That's what I mean. It sounded like a fart. Guess I can make fire too, or gas rather. I'm an airbender.
Nice.
Well, yeah, for someone who shoots gas, yeah.
Maybe it's the altitude.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Maybe you need to be upside down. Because everything's upside down.
And
that one kind of felt hot. Sorry, Hotman.
stop calling me.
Hotman. Sifu Flamio.
You jerks do your jerk bending? Jerk bending. Still got it.
Yep, you do. Well, what they're doing is definitely jerk bending. Man. I'm so glad this is a kid's show, because, never mind.
It's laughing at the irony.
Irony? Haha. No.
I bet it's because I changed sides.
He left the Fire Nation, so the fire left him.
Just don't have enough anger to fuel it the way you used
He got angry like 3 times already, bro.
Bending from a different source. I recommend the original source.
Son?
Go back to whatever the original source of firebending is.
So,
What would that be? Right.
One day when I was... they were blind.
She licked him back.
That's amazing.
Baby Toph.
original firebenders were the dragons, and they're extinct.
Dragons. That makes sense.
Plenty of dragons when I was a kid.
Well, they aren't around anymore, okay?
Okay.
There you go. I don't know where this "he's no longer angry" comes from. He's angry every 3 seconds.
Way to firebend, or the Avatar has to find a new teacher.
Iroh. I nominate Iroh. I know you guys don't like Iroh. I mean, you guys like Iroh, but you guys want Zuko. But Iroh. Anyone? Going once? Going twice?
Beat attitude.
Oh, I can't believe this.
That a pyramid?
Okay, we learned something about architecture.
Hopefully. Trap.
Zuko?
Be careful, Flamio.
Where's that upbeat attitude you were talking about?
This is about the original source of firebending.
You look pretty angry to me.
You can't spell angry without anger, that's all I'm saying.
He started the tradition of hunting dragons for glory,
Oh.
and you'd earn the honorary title, Dragon.
He had one, right? Or Roku did too, I think. Or that was like his spirit animal thing, I forgot what it's called.
But I thought your uncle was good?
He had a complicated past, family tradition, I guess.
Right. Iroh, we remember from that flashback, he wasn't always good.
So's this again?
Monkey
Can't wait
feathers.
that long.
No, we can't. But we might.
Last time you were against each other.
Let's see if we can outsmart the Sunstone.
Zuko! A smart Zuko. No, it's happening. Just give it a second. There you go.
You're pretty smart.
Yeah, he is. It's very rare you get to see Zuko smile like that. It's scary and bloody jacked. Oh, you gotta do the ting.
I want you to dance with me.
Just don't tell Katara, Zuko.
These statues are giving us a lesson. I think.
So 2 has to do at the same time? Hello?
Hooray!
Is that a dragon egg?
What exactly is that?
Looks like an egg.
Remember what happened out there with those spikes?
Yeah, it could be a trap. Where's the arrow coming from? Okay, that. Okay. I thought they was gonna get bombarded by arrows or something. Like, you know, a trap. But this works too. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, he'll...
I can't move! Zuko, do something!
Because the glue...
At least we have air. Maybe if we stay calm, we can figure a way out of this.
So how's firebending going, bro? Okay, there it is. Thought it looked like an egg.
Help!
Who are you yelling to?
Well, what do you think we should do?
Get angry?
Think about our place in the universe?
That's what Ira would do.
Who's down there?
That looks like that dude from the statue.
For trying to take our sunstone, you must be severely punished.
I don't normally play this card, but I'm the Avatar.
You always play that card. What is he talking about? So that egg is the sunstone? I thought that stone they did the blade thing was the sunstone.
If you wish to learn the ways of the sun, you must learn them from the masters, Ran and Shaw.
So the sun is the original source.
Masters, you must...
The dragons were the original benders. The eternal flame. The white flame shall cleanse us all.
Kept it going for thousands of years.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I'm not a firebender yet. Couldn't my friend here carry my fire for me?
No.
Like, no.
You're too timid. Give it more juice.
But what if I can't control it?
I think it might be because he heard Katara before. Remember with Jong Jong? He said he'll never firebend he'll never firebend again.
Masters will be very dangerous for you. Your ancestors are directly responsible for the dragon's disappearance.
Yeah.
Not be so happy to see you.
I know I wouldn't be.
You basically just said I'm not. Glad to see you. Alright, let's do this.
We could turn back now.
You want to be the Avatar? Come on. Avatar Aang.
Fire Prince and the Avatar. I think we could take these guys in a fight, whoever.
I don't know why. That scene right there, for some reason, in my head, I'm like, Roku Sozen. You've heard this before, right? I think. It sounds very familiar.
What's happening?
Keep calm. You lost your fire. Keep calm.
Zuko, my fire went out.
What do you want me to do?
Give me some of
Warriors, hurry! Stop cheating off me!
Quit being stingy.
Well, this is a great start. And now his fire's gone too. Well... And of course they show up after their fire's gone. That's a Whoa! They're dragons.
Masters.
Yeah, the masters are the dragons.
Dinner for the masters.
Hmm.
Everyone's thinking it.
Yeah.
I think we're supposed to do the dragon dance.
I mean, they're not hurting you and they're doing patterns like exactly the same way, both the dragons. Yeah, look at that. Red and blue. We see that quite a lot, don't we? Red versus blue. Saw that in Matrix here. Saw it in Harry Potter as well. Actually, that was red versus green, I think, Harry Potter. Oh, they're fine. Does he?
Uncle Iroh said he faced the last dragon and killed it.
Iroh was the last outsider to face the Masters. They deemed him worthy, passed the secret on to him as well.
Like the sun, but inside of you.
Do you guys realize this?
Well, our civilization is called the Sun Warriors. So yeah. Now that you have learned the secrets, and you know about our tribe's existence, we have no choice but to imprison you here forever. Just kidding.
I thought it was a joke. Because, I mean, wow. Why would they do all that just to kill him?
Yeah, that's a great dance you two learned there.
What's your little form called?
The dancing dragon.
Hey! Alright, cool. Fighting and dancing. I've said this before. There's a lot in common between those two. Alrighty then. Flameo, hot men. So, pretty cool episode. For the most part, very good. Very upbeat. Positive. Zuko learned something as well as Aang, which is good. That's one of the reasons why I think they chose Zuko over Iroh to be his master, amongst other reasons, which is he is more his age. I mean, Zuko is much older, but more his age than Iroh, obviously. So it makes for a better dynamic. And if you look at all the other masters, they're more his age as well. Katara, Toph, and Zuko. Although his airbending master was much older than him. So, it doesn't have to be the same age, but it just flows well when it is, for the story and for the show at least. Especially when one of the characters or one of the masters is very important to the show. It's a very important character to the show, Zuko. Not that Iroh isn't important, but not as important as Zuko. Now, Iroh is very important to Zuko, so I would like to see Iroh here anyways, even if he's not the master or teaching him. And also, when they run into stuff like that, Iroh can help, right? So, Iroh, come on, bro. What you doing? Join the gang already. Come on, man. By the way, was that the first time Zuko ever flew on Appa conscious? Because I do remember he was on Appa before, but I think he was unconscious then. No, I don't think. I know he was unconscious then. I think this might be the first time he was conscious while flying. No, that's not true. No. He's obviously been in the air balloon, but it's quite a bit different, or at least I think it is, to be flying in an air balloon and Appa, two different things. First time on Appa conscious, though, I think I might be in, I don't know. He did free Appa at some point in the past. I don't remember the exact episode, but he did. We know that. We actually heard about it in the last episode as well. So maybe he flew on him there. I don't know. We didn't really see that, but might have. Who knows? Well, you guys would know. So yeah, he's got a Sifu Hotman now, or Sifu Flameo, which is great. So he's pretty much set now. He has to train and he has to work towards defeating the Fire Lord. And he has to do it before the comet hits. I can't remember how long it is until the comet hits. I'm sure they'll mention it soon, when it's relevant at least. Although it's never not relevant, I really liked the dragon dance and the actual dragon dance. I'm not talking about, Zuko and Aang. I'm talking about the actual two dragons. And, well, I guess Zuko and Aang in that moment as well. They were pretty cool. And the fire sort of circulating around them. That was a cool sequence there. I mean, you've seen a lot of great moments in this show, but that has to be one of the, up there. Like, top cool / badass moments in the show. And again, we saw the red versus blue thing. We saw those dragons before as well in that dream or nightmare or whatever you want to call it sort of sequence that we saw before. So we saw the red dragon and the blue dragon. But the red and blue, it clashes so often in movies and shows. I've seen it so many times. I started Star Wars. The lightsaber of Darth Vader is red. The lightsaber of Luke Skywalker is blue. The whole red-blue thing in The Matrix, I saw that movie as well. It should be on the channel next week, I think. Yeah, probably next week. Both these movies. And I thought HP was blue versus red, but that was actually green versus red. Or is that blue? I think it was green, though. I think it was green because of Avada Kedavra and Slytherin. Both those things are green, and Harry Potter's stuff is obviously Gryffindor and all that is red, so that was interesting. Zuko has now found a new purpose, and he's using that to ignite the fire inside of him, and it's good to see. Like I said, they have to work and work and work until the moment is right to attack. That's all I have to say about this episode. It's a pretty cool episode, pretty chill episode for the most part. A lot of cool things happening overall, and very enjoyable. So I hope you liked it. If you did, do drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out the full-length reaction if that's something you're interested in, link in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice flameo or hot man.